Hey, what's going on guys? jblader here, back again on the Dragon SMP server. 1.13 vanilla, 1.14 is right around the corner. I know I say it every time, but yeah, we're getting pretty close to that, which is exciting. But today we're on the 1.13 stuff, so we're still dealing with the old villager mechanics. Do you recognize this place? It is the villager trading hall that we've been working on for the last few episodes, and I gave it a total overhaul visually. We've been putting in some items to show what these villagers are in the slots below. We've changed things out to courts. I made a little section here where we'll be having even more villagers. And then last time I was talking about a surprise that I was going to have at the end, and I never got around to it. Well, it's this guy. Ready? Not that. I mean, that's a good trade, but it is this. 16 emeralds for mending. Yeah, really good. Villager. Oops. Okay, I need to not punch him. And I want to give a shout out to a player here on the server, Dead Silent, who actually was able to find this guy in a village, and then I bought him, and we're going to share some of the revenue from the passes that I'm selling to this place. So today we're going to be working on the outside, the entrance, and the inside of this place, because right now it kind of looks like this. So from the outside it's very bad. And I've also been working on the storage system. As you can see, I started putting in some of the redstone. This item sorter should look very familiar if you're familiar with some of the videos here on the channel. So yeah, we're starting to put that in. Of course, I've been AFKing. You can see my little AFK hole down here, and we've been getting a nice chunk of resources. This is from just the past, I would say, 10 hours. Probably not even that long. So yeah, that's amazing, right? Yeah, getting a great amount of resources, perfect for trading with villagers, so everything is really coming together, which is great. So today we're going to be decorating that villager trading hall. I've been selling passes already, and I've already paid Dead Silent some of his cut, but this is what the passes look like. They are an apple. Yeah, just I thought it was kind of a different item that people might be able to hold on to, and they are named Cutie Flies Trading Pass, because that's my in-game name. And then what I want to do is have it so that they throw it in. Basically, there's an item sorter that sorts for this item, and it opens the door and allows them to go into the system. Of course, if they really want to get in, they can break their way in, but hopefully it will keep the honest people in. This is the villager breeder. This has been running for 2 hours, and you see how many are in here. So I basically have to disable this thing all the time because it produces so many, but I'm still stocking this thing up with villagers, so I'm glad that this farm is still producing resources, so everything's going good. Let's work on this. I'm going to try to finish up the interior, and then we're going to work on the exterior of this place in the next few clips. Alright, coming back from a night of AFKing. As you saw from the last few clips, the Nether Hub is underway, and I was able to get a trident. Now, this is my first time I've fooled with this, but I was told what enchantments I needed to put on it, so I put Unbreaking, Mending, Loyalty, Channeling, and Impaling. And let's use it real quick. So it's really interesting, and because it's Loyalty, it'll fly back to me, so that is really cool. I've never fooled with this before. Coming back from a night of AFKing, you'll see we have some villagers in here. Hopefully not too many. Yeah, so it doesn't look like many, but it's because they're all clumped, and there's probably more in here than you think. 40 maybe? Yeah, so not too bad. We're going to be looking through those. Let's use a trident on a sheep real quick. Rest in peace, sheep. Jeez. That is so strong. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, let's go take a look at the interior of the trading hall. I've been working on that. And yeah, so the exterior, not done. Obviously, it's a work in progress, but this is the finished interior. So in here, you can see I've been doing some trading. We got some shulker boxes, but this is what the finished design looks like. I just used a netherrack for the ceiling. I think it works well with quartz and with the birch block. I've been doing some trading, getting a lot of books. And I've been trading these books for items that I would rather not collect, like shulker boxes. I mean, look at all these shulker boxes. All these are empty. My buddy Dave came over and we traded a shulker box of books for all of these. in my opinion, it's totally worth it because I don't enjoy grinding for shulker boxes at all. And that should last me the rest of the server. So, I mean, that's a pretty good deal if you ask me. And then we've been getting all this stuff ready. And I don't have a lot of diamonds, but what I'm going to be doing is selling emeralds in here. So I don't really have to worry about it too much. And we're going to make a little vending machine down there in the next episode. But what I'm going to do today is go through some more of these villagers and organize them. I'm going to trade with some of these shulker boxes that I've got on me. Get some more emeralds. And then we're going to be working on the exterior now that the interior is all done. And I've got some ideas, but I'm going to be looking up some inspiration, hopping back in between survival and creative, and making sure I'm choosing a design that I think is going to be really, really fun. So I'm going to be working on that. I'll come back once I've made some major progress on the exterior of the trading hall. Just going through some villagers here, and we haven't really started construction on the outside yet because I decided upon a design, but I'm waiting to know if I can use schematic to build it, which saves a lot of time. So hopefully I'll be able to do that. It is kind of a big building. It is overkill, but I think it'll be fun. So just going through some villagers here, and I'm going to begin resource collecting very soon for the outside of that. But I've been making a lot of money in this thing through microtransactions, which was my plan all along, but don't tell everybody here. Oh yeah, Dead Silent dropped this off. He's another player here, and it has a good sword. Take a look at this. I'm breaking 3, sharpness 2, fire aspect, so that's pretty good. And then in here, you can see I've been stocking up on books, Silk Touch, Fortune, Mending, all here too. And then I've made 2 stacks of diamonds, and I've used some of them to make some tools. So yeah, I mean, this place is going great. I got 8 emeralds for 1 diamond. And I've already had to restock this once, so super easy to get diamonds now. And then I've taken those diamonds and the levels I've got, and I'm stocking up on some picks. All these should have mending. That one doesn't have mending. Okay, I'll put mending on that. But yeah, stocking up on resources, so everything's going great. Let's get to work on this building. It's going to take a lot of resource collecting, but let's get to work. Okay, guys, for you, it's only been a few seconds. For me, it has been 2 days since I recorded the last clip. I'm going to face this way. I don't want to show any of this off first because I want to talk about... Oh, no, not there yet. I want to talk about the inside a little bit before I discuss the exterior choices. So you can see over here I've got tons and tons of chests, tons of shulkers, all of this material for the build that is behind me. I already used a decent portion of it, but I also have enough in case I want to expand it. And we're going to take a look at that in 1 second, but I'm going to try to find my way in here. Okay, I put down these buttons. Buttons are a redstone item, thus they stop mob spawning. Hopefully this will stop mobs from spawning in here because I lost these 2 guys. We do have access to a rollback here on the server, and I basically want to check and see how these guys died. If a player killed them, I can roll them back, which is nice. If a mob killed it, well, it's my own fault. Mobs shouldn't be able to get in here. I mean, baby zombies, maybe, but I don't know. It's really weird. I don't know how to explain it, but that's okay. We've still been making tons and tons of diamonds. We got 3 in here right now. And then if we open up the ender chest here, you'll see I've got 15 in there. And then this is my rare chest. I've got a stack and some in there, and I've already given a stack to the guy that owned the mending villager, and I also made a stack into items and enchanted them into backup picks and stuff like that. So this place is super profitable, and that is perfect. Now, before I go out and show you the front of the building, I haven't finished it. Well, I finished the front, but I haven't finished the other sides. It's just a facade right now, and I'm also playing with the 1.14 textures just because I wanted to see what it would look like. So let's go out here, and this is what it looks like. I pulled a lot of inspiration from kind of turn of the century office buildings that you would see in medium or large size cities, like maybe like a 3 or 4 story office building, with this ground floor being with spruce in the sandstone, and then the rest of it being in quartz and brick. I've never tried to build anything like this, so I went online and found some pictures of similar builds, and then I looked up ideas of like what I was going for, and I was able to get something kind of nice. Let's fly around so we can take a look at it. And of course I got to do the other sides, and I think that this build will really come together once I add some streets in here and some lights and maybe some cars and some other facades like this around some of the farms that we've built. But what's cool about this too, sorry I have to keep going back and forth, but what's cool about this too is that there's a ton of space up here in this upper part. As you can see, there's like nothing up there. And so in the future, if there's a farm, maybe for a villager that we want to add, like one of those farms over here, we could just move it into there, and then it would be like a 2-in-1 farm, which is really cool. So I've also been doing the redstone on the sorting system, which is something we're going to tackle soon because my item management has just been atrocious. But yeah, we've got all these item sorters are starting to function. Basically, the items will feed in from the other side and come around here and then get sorted. Of course, I have to put the items in the hopper in order for them to get sorted, kind of like that. And then sea lanterns will begin being sorted. But that takes a long time, and I'm going to be doing some of that off camera, and I'm just going to be tidying up and showing it off on camera. Of course, if you want to build a storage system like this, I do have a tutorial here on my channel, so feel free to go check it out. I'll try to remember to link it in the description, but I need that soon. I mean, just look at all these items I have laying around, just completely random items. What sort is that? Okay. Yeah, so really need to sort that. And then down here we have the storage silo that we hooked up in the last episode, and of course that is working very well. So guys, that is all the time that I have for today. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up today. Next episode, we're going to be continuing to work here on the storage system. And I think we're going to do a few little redstone projects here and there as well. But XP is something that I'm starting to need to repair my gear, because even though it looks like my gear is okay, I have a shulker box filled with stuff that needs to be repaired. So that's something we're going to be working on. Let me know if you want me to keep playing with the 1.13 textures or the 1.14. I personally really like the 1.14 texture, so I'm going to be playing with that for a while. But until next time, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode of the Dragon SMP.